Leo darling, happy birthday to my Leo sons and happy new moon in your sign. Happy everything. And definitely, I've mentioned this in the last video, for during the season, what I'm going to do is offer friends and family discounts for Leo sun, moon, or rising. If you are keen for an astrological chart reading, it'll be discounted to the friends and family price. So please, email address is listed below. All the information is on my website, so definitely all those links are below. But today we are talking about the new moon that we have coming up in your sign. And as the video title states, be strange. It'll vet. It'll naturally qualify the people around you to say, can they handle you or can they not handle you? Because for a few months now, I've been chatting to two very different groups of Leos. More of an involved leadership-based Leo, and maybe some Leos that, like, I know that, like, I'm not speaking poorly of you, but like maybe you're choosing the low road, but if you're here with me, you're, it's like you see the seeds inside of yourself and you want them to sprout, but you got to do the thing. So I need you to be strange or be different. And for some of you, it's almost as if like you used to be a little bit maybe meaner, for lack of a better term, and now you're just going to be nice, and it's going to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So when I say be strange, I mean be the different version of you, be the real version of you, be the nice version of you, the evolved version of you. And it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. This new moon is happening at 23 degrees of Leo in your sign. We have Venus retrograde in your sign right now, and we have Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, conjunct this new moon. So definitely do your own research on Black Moon Lilith. Please go back and watch my introductory video for this new moon, because your authenticity is actually completely needed. Completely fucking needed right now. So we have some excitable energy happening up here at the tippity top of your chart. We have Jupiter and we have Uranus, both going direct still in Taurus in your house of legacy, public life, and career. We've been talking about, Saturn retrograde in Pisces, Neptune retrograde. With all these retrograde planets, like mental health is a big deal right now. Acting as an older version of ourselves, to have community members, or just to have people around us, really isn't the way we can be anymore. We must be authentic. We must vibe, even if we're vibing alone, because if we're vibing in a healthy space, we've created a space for healthy new people to come in. So we gotta leave room for that. Pluto going into Aquarius in your descendant sign, it'll fully go into Aquarius in the end of 2024, and it'll be there for 20 years. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be having galactic friends is the word that's coming to mind. So whatever that means for you, that would make sense. That would make sense. Because the Leo, you're not the fastest, the strongest, or the biggest of the, wild kingdom. You're the Leo because of your vibe. You're revered as the king or queen of the jungle because of your vibe. So yeah, regardless of your position in this world, Leo, like, you'll have some very empowered, multidimensional, interdimensional friends coming to you if you are of that, like, echelon. But, Scar was also a lion, so we have to kind of look at, like, the evolved and the unevolved. And on on the public YouTube page, go find the signs evolving. It was earlier this year, and we can look at the Leo unevolved, the Leo evolving, and the evolved Leo. Because y'all are like the evolved Leo, that's your cheerleader. You're like you're the teenagers, you're the stand by me kids. You're like, I will protect you until the bitter end. You are so beautiful and lovely to be around. My goodness gracious. But there's a component, because we have Lilith in the mix over here, and we have Venus retrograde, so don't change your look. Don't sign on to something that doesn't suit you right now. There's some components to the Cancer rising video that could be advantageous to watch, because there's so much activity happening. Self, money, access to resources. And for the fixed signs, like, we're just kind of coming out of, like, the nodes transiting our signs. So we have the North node that just went into Aries in your house of quest, adventure, higher education, long distance travel. So although we still have two really beautiful planets that are direct in your house of career, public life, not everyday life and practical service, that's over here in Cap, but it's still a little bit of PTSD from the past year and a half. Like, you've been through some shit. We've all been through some shit. But being your authentic self and planting seeds and manifesting the real you, you know, I've called this like the storefront view of my life. So who is the most authentic you? Like, if you were to have somebody walk past you doing something that you're like, that's the real me, what is it that you're doing? And how often do you do that? And this doesn't have to be your job, but it's, if you're just like having fun out with your friends and you're brunching and you're just chatting up everyone's outfit and everyone's ensemble and you're just loving up on them, but you're kind of giving like a little like critique of everyone. You're like, you look great, your blush is good, you might could have gone a little like warmer with the tone, but like you just look. If that's you, how often are you doing that, Leo? Or loving up on yourself? Yeah. It's almost like I'm seeing like this reel that you've put together, or a TikTok of like, you're like, this is an everyday, like a day in my life. What is your day in the life? What are the clips that you would put in there? What is your morning routine? What is your evening routine? What is your daytime? Like, what are the components that you yourself would vet and say, I want to show this, but I don't want to show this, and I want to show this, and I don't want to show this. Are the aspects of yourself that you don't want to show because of fear? Are they, you know, like too vulnerable? Like, it's just show the world who you are and let Jupiter bless you more, you know? Yeah, don't be naive. Don't discredit how cool you are. We're going to get into Mars in the private reading. For some reason, Mars is popping out. So let's get into the private cafe. We always pull cards first. The link is below for the Patreon. And I just have one tier. So it's all this, like, you can watch for your sun, moon, and rising, the whole thing, leadership videos, deep dive into Monday videos, all the whole thing. So definitely take a look at that. We're going to look at Mars, Pluto, okay. Mars, Pluto in the South Node. We're gonna look at some things. Don't look at me. I know sometimes we just need a private space to really talk one-on-one and unpack what is underneath all of this. Mother issues, jealousy issues, it's all in there. So I'll see you in the private. Bye, baby.